Okay, cats. We're going to be covering the pets first, okay, which is going to be cats and dogs. In this section, cats, I'm going to emphasize a little bit more on the cats and the dogs because basically the rest just relate to cats and dogs mostly. So I'm starting off with a nice circle. I'm going to put in my directional lines. And now we're going to start placing the eyes, just like I showed you previously, to form the Toonbox Studio head. That's what I like to call it. And add the eyelids on top here, like that. Pretty easy, yeah? It's not hard to do this, just a bit of practice till you get it perfect. And gonna draw the eyebrow here, let's say. Keep things nice and sketchy, guys, nice and sketchy. I'm using Sketchbook Pro right now, so you can follow with your basic pencil and paper as well, no problem. Okay, now if you see on the left eyebrow, I've drawn a line down towards the eye. That's where the nose is going to start. I'm going to come out for the cheeks now. Okay, and come round. Oops, hold on. Okay. Now, the nose. I'm going to draw like a nose that curves around like this. And comes down towards the center like that. And back up. Like the triangular shape we did in how simple, cat shapes look like. But not exactly just a plain triangle. We get some depth, okay? So the nose of a cat's not just placed on the face, it comes out. So that's how I draw my cat-like noses. And let's just follow all the way around now to form the rest of the face here, the cheek, a little the bottom lip here, and then the rest of the cheek comes all the way around the jaw like that. Okay, now let's add the hairdo. The simple hairdo. And let's continue all the way around here, the back of the head, down towards the cheek. Okay, that looks good to me. So far, so good. Now, a line down, and then the mouth begins. Okay, so they have like this little line between the nose and the mouth. So we're going to add that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly, gently erase the side of the cheek a bit, just so I can add some tiny detail like, fur, some strands of hair flicking out like that. There you go. And maybe a little bit on this side as well. One here, and one there as well. That's perfect. Don't go over the top. Just add a little bit just to show that it's fur. Now the ears. You could just like draw like a curvy line here to say that's where we're going to place it. Go up like this and then curve it round. Okay, don't give it just a specific triangle shape. Just make it nice and curvy all the way around. Add some fur in the middle of the ear, and then this is the side of the ear, and this side as well. And there you go. You got your ear. And the other side, having it poking out from this way and curving it round. I've said this like a million times, guys. Stay away from straight lines. I don't like dead straight lines. They're boring, and this brings more life to the character. Now, because of the ears that far back, I need to bring out his face a little bit more. This is the beauty about working digitally. When you're drawing on a digital tablet, it's so easy just to quickly erase and fix. So when you're sketching, it's all about trial and error. When you're on paper and pencil, you have to keep on erasing, and you wear out the page as well. So that's the only bad thing about that. But yeah, there you go. That's our little cartoon cat face. This time I'm going to draw like those little alley cats. Those big alley cats with the chubby faces and stuff. The ones that all the cats are afraid of. But obviously this one's going to be a nice guy. I'm not going to draw any evil characters. So this is going to be a kind of a nice, cute, but chubby sort of like alley cat sort of thing. So I'm going to bring his eyes in like this and add the pupils here. Okay, eyelid. You're going to be doing this throughout the whole course. So logically, by the end of this whole course, you should be able to do the Toonbox basic head shape very easily. You should become masters at doing it. Okay, so at the eyebrow there, I think I messed it up a little bit. Let me just erase the edges here to make it more neat. Yeah, okay, that'll do. Some wrinkle lines on top of the eyebrow because it's raised. Um, they're all gonna pretty much have the same type of expressions with their eyes and eyebrows. Just so I could demonstrate how I draw cartoon characters, animal cartoon characters. But at the end of this course, I will be just focusing on expressions with the Toonbox head. Okay, so don't worry about that. We'll have expressions going on there, and the expressions can be done on every single one of these characters. Now the nose here, this time I'm gonna make it a little bit more fatter, a bit thicker than normal, because it's gotta be, you know, a bit bigger than the normal cat. He's an alley cat. Curving the nose like that, the little snout, like so. Now I'm gonna curve around the nose and in to give like an upper sort of like lip sort of thing. I don't know what you call that bit, but you know what I'm talking about. And a nice big smile like this. Okay, so you got two options. Either don't put that and let his nose just float sort of thing on top sort of thing, but without an upper lid, and just have the mouth of the lower lip. Or you can add the rest of the snout that comes around the nose like that. Now add some teeth, and let's go down from the center of the nose, where the line starts there, to form the mouth that's open, and go all the way up like this. Okay, take your time, guys. I hope I'm going at a nice pace for you guys. But the good thing about videos, you know, you can always pause and rewind and watch again, so there's no problem there. Okay, so we've got the mouth. It's going to need a lower part of the mouth, the chin, like that. It's going to connect to this area. Should connect to the cheeks, so we've got to bring out the cheek a little bit more, so it can come down towards this mouth here, like so. I think the eyes are a bit too together. I think I need to bring them more apart because his head's a bit bigger. But that's the whole beauty about doing the basic head shape, and then you can modify it. Anyway, so I'll just add the forehead and the little hairdo and do it properly. There we go. Yeah, okay, I like that. I like that. It looks kind of cool. And bring it down to form the side of his face. I might actually have to bring out the side a little bit more. It looks too squashed. But okay, so let's just add the ears for now, and then we'll come back and fix it. That's the beauty about sketching, guys. It's all about trial and error before you start cleaning up. For you that don't know what cleaning up is all about, don't worry. At the end of this course, I will do a demonstration on cleaning up as well. Okay, so we're going to be just nicely, loosely, roughly sketching out the characters. Okay, and now we've got the other ear. Bit of fur inside the ear popping out. Yeah, as you can see, his head's kind of squashed. His eye is a bit too together, so I'm going to bring his eye a little bit to the right over his smile. There. That's right. That's perfect. Okay. There we go. And let me see. Anything else need to be done? It looks kind of cool. That's an alley cat. A nice big alley cat. Let me a few dots here to add the whiskers. I forgot to put whiskers on the other cat. Hold on. It looks so cool when they're complete, don't they? Alright, let's add some more here on this guy here as well. And there we go. Okay, now they're complete. So, yeah, this side bit here needs to be a bit thicker, because it looks too squashed. So that's what a fat alley cat will look like. The tough guys. Okay, so erase. Let me just quickly erase all these little lines that I don't need, and for you to help you know, see the character better. Obviously, when you're sketching yourself, you know what lines are going to be used and not, so you don't really erase anything. You just clean it up after. But I'm just doing this for your sake so you can see the character better. So there you go. That's the alley cat. Erase this bit under the ear as well. Okay, and I think we're good to go. Right, let me put this guy to the side. Alright, let me scale it down a bit to make some room. I'm going to emphasize more on the cats and the dogs than the rest of the animals, because it's all about the snout. Okay, so dogs have big snouts, cats have small snouts, so the rest of the animals will be based around these characters. So once you get past the cats and dogs, then the rest will be just like, I'll be showing you how to draw a couple faces of each animal and the body as well, you know. So this time I'm gonna show you how to draw him with his body as well. So let's make him look this way this time. I try to avoid as much as possible drawing a character looking dead straight towards us. I don't know why. I just prefer it when they're looking at a 3/4 view or completely to the sides or back. But I try to avoid as much as possible to do, you know, towards us. So now that I've done the little snout there, this time I did a little small nose. Add the eyebrows here as well, and one on top here. And let's bring it down towards the cheek like that. Yeah, that's kind of good. Okay, I can work with that. Now the little mouth and a lip underneath it. So this time I didn't put the underneath the nose, the upper lip. Okay, I just went straight into it like that. So you got two different types of styles. Now, one ear is going to be poking from here, and the other ear is going to be poking up here, and curve it. Okay, the one that's closer to us, curve it around like that. Okay, and add some fluff in the middle. See, basic little shapes forms the character. Okay, now technically these don't really look like a realistic cat. Okay, but because you've added these little features, people will relate to it now. Okay, they will know straight away it's a cat. Okay, and the funny thing is that if you tweak it a little bit, you can turn it into a completely different animal. Now this little shape I'm adding around the eye, it's like a patch sort of thing. I like doing that with cats and with other animals as well. Have like a little eye patch sort of thing, which will be a different color to the rest of the cat's head or body and stuff. So let's say this was an orange cat, then the little patch inside will be a little lighter orange or towards a yellow, if you get the idea. So yeah, add some whiskers. Okay, so we've got the cat's head now, yeah? Alright, now let's do the body. Just draw a nice circle here. This is going to be the chest, and a big one for his backside and belly area. And then just connect the two circles together. He's going to be sitting down on the floor, by the way, yeah? And another circle for the shoulder. When it comes to the legs, have them curving, how do I explain this? Curve it inwards, okay? So that the shoulder goes, from the shoulder goes round down towards the body, then comes out towards the paw, okay? Have a little curve. Don't keep it straight. Curve it back and then in again. If that makes sense. You're going to see this repeatedly over and over again. But if you're going to follow what I'm drawing now and you've drawn it already, then you probably understood what I'm talking about already. So yeah, that's the front two legs. Now we're going to need a little tail. And it's a kitten, so I'm going to give it a little tiny tail. This big area here is going to be his thigh. All of this is going to be the thigh area. Cats have big thighs, so do dogs. And they have these little thin little feet. Okay, they're like the paw, and the, you know, from the ankle to the paw is so thin. It's like a rabbit's foot. Little collar here, and put a little bell on it, I guess. Yeah, put a little bell. There we go. Okay, now the foot now. Let me just do it correctly. There we go. Okay, this is the kind of shape I want to have for the foot, and this is where his paw is going to be. The paw is going to have one, maybe 3 toes, like this. That's the paw, okay? And the rest of the foot is I don't know if you've seen it, if you notice a cat's leg, it's got like this really thin from his ankle all the way down to the paw. It's really thin, okay? So and then the paw starts. The paw basically is just a few toes, okay? And people say that's the foot, but technically the whole thing is the foot, okay? It's just that the ankle is really high up. And curve it around like this. So he's kind of, you know, sitting down, looking cute and stuff like that. Okay, so yeah, I like this. Cute little character. I might use this one. I always say I might use this, and I never do. But I will use this kitten. I've used something similar to these cats. If you see my cherry pin-up calendar 2013, and you'd have seen, I can't remember what month it was, one of the pictures where it was like a springtime scene, and there was Cherry sitting on a bench with ice cream. It was dripping down, and it had all these cats all over her trying to lick the ice cream. Anyway, so this was the kind of cats I was using. Close enough, it looked like it. So the head had to be a bit bigger than the body, yeah. If you have the head being a little bit bigger, it makes it look more cute and adorable to the audience. They end up liking it and loving it. So imagine if this character was cleaned up and colored. You can easily use it for any cartoon, TV show, movie, even postcards, birthday cards, anything. You can have it on posters, comic books, fairy tale storybooks. It's perfect for any kind of work like that. So, yeah, that's a nice little guy. I put him there in the corner, in the middle. Okay. Now, this time, let me think. All right, like this. If I gonna, let me just make another circle. Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. Now let me just zoom in and make him looking this way. Add the squashed eye, the normal oval eye. Let's add, add the pupils here and here. Okay, the eyelids. All right. Now, add the eyebrows here. The other eyebrow there. The patch. Okay. And this time I'm gonna, should I make him laughing? Let's give this character some joy, yeah? Alright, so we're gonna have to bring the cheek out like this. And this time we're gonna do the upper lip like that. Okay. Just one stroke across underneath, and then just put some like dimple marks sort of thing where he's smiling. The line in the middle of the nose. Okay, so we've got the upper lip. I forgot what that area is called, but we're just going to call it the upper lip for now. Now from the center of the nose, that's where the smile starts, okay? Like that. Okay, so nice curvy smile like that. Teeth. Don't give him any evil teeth, but give him some teeth. He's a cat. Okay, and now that we've got the smile, we can connect the smile now with the rest of the face. So let me just erase this little thing here on the side. Okay, redo that. It's about trial and error. Okay. Notice that you will not see a straight line. Everything is slightly curved or extremely curved. Very important, guys. Stay away from drawing straight lines. Big fluffy cheek coming all the way here and connecting underneath the smile and going all the way around the back here. Now notice this time I didn't give him a massive jaw, okay? Because I wanted to make him look more cute than normal. All right. Now that we added that, now it's time to go on top of the head. Add a little hairdo. Connect the forehead with the eyebrow, like that. Okay, a bit thicker eyebrows. Once again, guys, if you want to draw a female character, make sure the eyebrows are thinner and add some eyelashes, and you've got a female character. It's that simple. Okay, you don't have to go tweaking the eyes and stuff like that to make it more slanted and more feminine. You get away with it, trust me. Okay, let me just quickly move it out of the way to make some room for the ears. Don't forget the wrinkle marks. Sometimes we get to forget those. Let's throw one ear here, curve it around, and then the other side. Okay, and then this side, curve it over and down. Add the fluff in the middle. Okay, that's a cute little character. All right, this character is good to go. If you're gonna, it's ready for, you know, for any project now. So he looks kind of like Tom, doesn't he, from Tom and Jerry, like a younger version. Anyway, so yeah, I like it. That's how you make a character smile or laughing or something. All right, now let me move this one out of the way. Let me put him here. Okay, there. All right, we need to make some room because it's gonna be quite a few of these little guys. This time, Let me think. How about let's try doing. How about let's try another circle again, and this time a bigger circle here to show you how the body is formed. So the smaller circle is the chest area. Pardon me. And the back circle is the backside and the hips and stuff. So cats have bigger back sides than the front. Okay, so now that we've done that, that's the basic body shape. And now let's add the limbs. There's one circle here to form the shoulder. This is the bit I was telling you about. Bring the legs back and then turn them inwards like that. Okay? I hope that makes sense to you guys. Oh, wait, don't keep them dead straight down. They don't do that. They always curve towards their bodies and then they come out. Same with dogs and the majority of the animals, actually. I think it's something to do with the balance of their bodies and stuff. And now for the back leg, a big thigh like this. They have really strong thighs, and it goes back like that, and then turns inwards again like this. There we go. Okay, that's how their legs go. And the same thing on this side. And just curve it up like that. Okay, I'm going to shade the back legs in so you can see which one's behind. Make life easier for you guys. And yeah, that looks kind of cool. So it's really easy to do once you see it and watch me doing it, so you get the hang of it. Okay, it's very simple to do once you've practiced a few times. Now I've done this like 100 times, so it's easier for me now. If this is your first time, don't get discouraged if you find it hard. Just practice, 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 and I'm telling you, it's going to become very easy. Cats have very thin skin, okay? So their bones pop out from everywhere, okay? So if you see the shoulder at the top there, I've poked it out a little bit more because that's what they do. They have really thin skin, and you can see their shoulders popping out from the top of their bodies and stuff. Anyway, this time I'm going to draw the ball here that I just drew is the head, and the top is like their body. He's going to be playing with, I'm going to make him playing with something. Maybe a ball of yarn or something. Let me just quickly move it out of the way. Like so. Make it smaller as well. Okay. The whiskers here. I forgot the whiskers. Alright. Now we've got he's like going to be lying down on his chest and his legs are raised up. That's his little tail. You're going to see in a sec. Make it into more of an animated pose now, yeah? Put the back leg here, stretched out, balancing the body like that. And the other one here somewhere. Okay, darken that up a bit so you can see the back leg. Now, let me add the one arm here like this. Now, when it comes to cartoons, you can exaggerate their features. Okay, so this time I've exaggerated the hands to make it look more human-like. Okay, but if you notice cartoons, when they're actually walking or running or sitting, they look like cats. But when they're doing like actions, animators usually turn them into like humans, sort of thing. So we're going to give him like, instead of a basic paw, we're going to give him like a hand, sort of thing, a cartoonish hand. Don't give it too much of a human-looking hand. Okay, so yeah, there we go. That's a little hand there like that. And he's going to be playing around the ball of yarn or something. There we go. A nice big ball of yarn. And put some string hanging from it, thread, what are we going to call it? The yarn. Okay. And now let's add the face. Just go for the toonbox head now, guys. Add the squashed eye here. Add the other one here. Now, because it's going to be concentrating, you can change around the shape a bit. So I've squashed him a little bit more than normal because he's going to be like, you know, cats like to really concentrate when they are playing around or fighting or doing whatever they're doing. So this little guy is going to be concentrating really hard. So that's why he's frowning down his eyebrows and stuff like that. And bring out the cheek. like so. Add the nose. There we go. The little mouth from the bottom. The patch. Okay. Little wrinkle there on the nose. And add a little hairdo. And now the ear. I might have to erase the back there because it's in the way. I don't know if you can see that properly. Just quickly erase this for you guys. Alright, that's good enough. And add the ear like that, a bit of fluff in the middle. And let's add the other ear now. Curve it, always curve it. I'm going to be saying curve it all the time. When cats concentrate, their ears point to the sides. I don't know if you noticed that. They always point out to the sides, or they point back, or they make weird positionings. So that's why I've turned the left ear outwards, because that's what they kind of do. So yeah, look at him. There you go. There's the little buddy. Add some toes here on the foot here as well, and up. And some fur maybe here as well. Okay. He looks kind of cool, huh? I love cats. I love dogs as well. I love all animals. But I really like drawing cats because they're really fun as characters. You can do so many things with these cats. So anyway, besides, they're taking over YouTube, man. Cats are all over YouTube. They're taking over the world. The most popular videos on YouTube are all cats. Anyway, or babies. Cats and babies taking over YouTube. So anyway, this time, let's draw a cat standing normally, okay? Alright, let's see how we're going to start this. Let's add a circle. Should we go straight to the body, or should we go for the head? Let's go for the head. Alright, let's add... Hold on one sec. For some reason my tablet is not responding properly. Alright, let's add the body as well. So this the big circle I did first is the head, and the other two is the body. And let's connect the body circles together so we can have the body ready for us. I always like to raise the backside a bit because that's what cats like to do for some reason. They're very flirty animals. I'm going to give him a nice thick furry tail like so. And now let's add the shoulder, bringing the leg in and then out like that. I think you got the idea now, the bringing the leg in and out like that. Okay. Alright, now we've got that out of the way, let's add the thigh, circle for the thigh, bring it back and then turn it back in again like so. Alright, it's up to you how tall you want to make the cat, but yeah, it's okay if you leave a feature out here and there, and you can exaggerate it the way you want, as long as it has the basic features that people relate to. It has to have those triangular ears, has to have the triangular nose, the tail, the big backside that cats have, you know, things like that. The tiny paws. These are the things that people understand, and they will know it's a cat. Now let me bring this a little bit outwards. It's too close to the shoulder. And there we go, like so. I might even give him a little collar as well. There we go. He's a pet, so people like to give pets their collars so they can stay safe. And alright, so now we've got the head. I usually like to erase a little bit of the head so I can see, so I could draw darker lines on top. Alright, the directional lines, it's going to be looking down at the pupils of the eyes and the eyelids on top, eyebrows. There we go. Draw the line up and then add the eyebrow, because where the line is going down, it connects to the snout. Alright, so it goes to the side of the eye down towards the nose, and it connects up to the eyebrow. That's my personal opinion on how I draw my cartoon characters. So it's up to you if you want to follow the same style. And there we go. Okay, a patch here for the eye. Now the snout. Let's bring a little triangular nose here, like so. At the end of this course, I will actually give you little extra little tips on different little tiny features, like different noses and tails and stuff like that, and ears and stuff. So you can have a little bit of a tiny library, but you can really experiment by yourself by creating different types of features, as long as they represent the animal. That's all I'm asking for you guys to do. And you trust me, you'll be successful with your audience. That's how they relate to us. So especially children. Children love to know what they're looking at. If they're curious about something and have to ask questions, that means you didn't do a good job. Okay, so there we go, a little fella. Now all he needs now is some ears. So let me just quickly make him a little bit smaller so we can fit him on the page. If you guys are drawing on pencil and paper, then you're gonna make sure you have space, or maybe a page for each drawing or something, so you can have some room. But yeah, this is Sketchbook Pro 6. If you want to learn how to use Sketchbook Pro, the basics, go to my website, toonboxstudio.com. Check out the free page. There's a page which has like free tutorials, and it has a whole tutorial there for free on how to use Sketchbook Pro. And yeah, you can also follow with any artistic software. This is a drawing course. This ain't a course about Sketchbook Pro. This is a course on how to draw. So you can follow around with any course, but I just personally like to use Sketchbook Pro. It's my favorite application for drawing and sketching, and yeah. So here's our little guy. Let me add some fur here to give some detail, a little bit of texture. Add some toes here and here as well, like so. Okay. Another one here. I just give him 3 toes. And another one here. Okay. And this character is good to go. Alright. It's not bad, huh? Shading the tail a bit. Actually, shading the whole body a bit. I always like to give their paws, make it white. And maybe the belly area should have been white as well, but anyway. Alright, there you go. There's our little kitten. So guys, this is it for this part of the course on cats. The next part I'll be concentrating again on pets, which is going to be the dogs this time. I'm going to be showing you different types of dogs using the basic Toonbox Studio face. So I just want to show to you how simple it is to take the face and create as many characters as you like. Okay. So what we did was we just took the basic features that represent cats in a human's mind, and we formed characters. So thanks for watching this, and I'll see you in the next part. Okay, drawing the dogs this time. Now, we're going to start off again with a little circle. We're going to build the Toonbox Studio head, and we're going to add our directional lines. Okay. Now let's add in our eyes that we've been doing so far. You should be getting better at doing it now. The oval shapes. And let's add in the pupils. One here and one here. The eyelids on top. And now the wrinkle marks. And let's add in the eyebrows. There we go. Yeah, okay, and now let's add a few little wrinkles there as well. Now let's add the other eyebrow. Okay, and this is where it kind of gets a little bit different, because obviously dogs have snouts, okay, long ones. So we're going to add a long snout. So from here, with the eyes, we'll go out like this, and we'll bring it around. Curve it and attach it to the jaw like so. Easy, yeah? Now let's give him a big nose. All right, and that's the top parts, and this is the bottom area. We're going to shade this all black. Well, darken it up. I'm going to leave a little shine here, and then color the rest black. Well, black, I'm using a maroon colored pencil, but you know what I mean. Okay, so now he's got a nose. And let's give him some little hairdo. Like that. Okay. And now all he needs is his ears, his cheeks, and a little mouth underneath. His mouth's going to be closed. So I'm going to have it like a mouth coming here, sort of thing like that. And when dogs talk, the mouth is underneath the snout. Okay, so have that in mind. Now let's add some ears. How about giving him some floppy ears? I'm going to give him a patch as well. Like that as well. And maybe on the other side as well. Yeah, or should I just leave it as one? We'll see. Now, here's where the ear's going to start. I'm going to give him some floppy ears that are going down. Kind of like Pluto's ears from Mickey Mouse, the Disney cartoon character. Pluto, the dog. He's got his ears that flop down like this. There we go. Quickly shade this in so you know what the ear is. Okay. Now, let's add the body. Let's draw. Let me just see if there's anything else. I think I should shade this eye like that, yeah, as well. Okay, now the body. We're gonna make a little circle for the chest. He's gonna be sitting as well, just like we did with the first cat. He's gonna have a big butt on the back. That's a nice round circle there. And all we do is now is attach the two. Okay. Curve it inwards. Make sure the chest is nice and raised by curving the line from the chest to the stomach inwards. Shoulders, and then back, bringing out the leg, just like we did with the cats. We're bringing it out like that, okay? For the paws, and the chest area here needs to be neatened up a bit. Shading the back leg so you can see which one's the back leg. And now this is the hip, the thigh, and he's got this long foot that comes out like this. Now the cat's one, his foot was raised up, remember when he was sitting down? Well, this time we're going to put it placed on the floor, and that's what it'll look like. And we're also going to give him a nice little tail as well, like this, a nice little waggly tail. Okay, and what's a dog without a collar? So we're going to give him a collar as well. Just finish this up, shading the belly area. It's behind the thigh and the arm. And now let's add the collar. Okay. There we go. A little name tag as well, probably. Will go well. There we go, like that. Okay, so there we have it. We have a puppy. Okay. And just neaten it up a bit like that. Okay, so that's our puppy. And obviously the other foot will be here somewhere. Okay. And he's good to go. Maybe a spot. Maybe drawing a little spot on his thigh or something like that. Yeah. There we go. Okay. So, there's a quick demonstration of a dog or a puppy, or I don't know what kind of dog this is going to be. Maybe a Jack Russell or something. But then again, Jack Russells have pointy ears. Okay, so something like, you know, like something like a small dog. All right. This time, let me draw you a different type of dog. Let's start off with a circle again. Okay, 1 minute. Let's shade this bit in here. Right. Okay, so let's start off with a nice circle like this, and add in our directional lines. See where he's going to be looking at. Quickly zoom in a bit, and start adding our toonbox eyes. Like so. Add the pupil. Yep. The eyelid. And the eyebrows. Okay. I hope I'm going at a decent pace for you guys. This is quite slow for me, but you can still pause the video and rewind to watch it again. Okay, so we've got the cheek. Now this time we're gonna give him a big snout, and just like I did with the cat, the second one, where I gave him a bottom, an upper lid, we're gonna do the same kind of thing with this one. So bring it back like this to form a nice little smile. And obviously because he's smiling, he raises his cheek up and it folds there below the eye. This time the nose, I'm going to put it here on top of the snout instead of the whole snout as I did before with the dog before. I'm going to give it more of a circular nose, and it's going to have a shine on top like that. Okay, that's kind of cool. I would say this style is more close towards Tex Avery and Chuck Jones, the guys that did the Looney Tunes and stuff like that. I think I'm more influenced by them when it comes to drawing animal characters, more or less. So, okay, so there's the bottom part of the mouth. I'm gonna kind of draw his tongue flopping out, like all dogs do. They're slobbery animals. And darken the inner side, inner part of the mouth like that, so you can see the tongue better. Add a tooth here and there. Let me just quickly erase that out, so you can see the tooth. And another tooth here, and maybe another one there as well. Erase it so you can see it. Erase the mouth as well so you can see that as well. Let's see the tongue clearer. Okay, so we have this tongue just flopping down out of his mouth. Right, now dogs have these like black lips. They're really kind of thick, and on the bottom part of the mouth, all the whole lip there is always black. So add that, the jaw, and now we connect it all together, and we're done. All we gotta do now is just add the ears. Now, when it comes to dogs, you can draw forever because there are so many different types of dogs, and they all look different. And they've got different styles, but I can't do them all because, you know, we'll be here forever. But I think the ones I'm going to pick to do for this part of the course will be just enough for you guys to understand the concept of it. And dogs have different style ears as well. They're not like cats, who like, the only difference between cats is like the size of their bodies or their fur, but majority of all their features are practically identical, really very close. But with dogs, they're so many different races. It's amazing. So there we go. Kind of floppy ears, which draw up and you make this like triangular shape, flop of an ear down like this, and there you go. Kind of like Odie the dog from Garfield. His ears are kind of like this. Actually, I might do later on a little demonstration of a cartoon character with Odie ears. But yeah, this is this one actually kind of looks like the dog from Lady and the Tramp. If you guys haven't seen Lady and the Tramp, you gotta go watch it. Go and purchase it from the store or rent it from your local DVD shop or something. Yeah, the collar here, and there we go. He does look like the Tramp from Lady and the Tramp, a younger type version with a touch of Toonbox to it. Yeah. Okay, I thickened the eyebrows a little bit more, but I think that looks cool. Since I brought up the Lady and the Tramp, why not, you know, draw Lady as well? That type of dog, the one that looks like a sausage. This is a really short dog, really long. They're very delicate features as well. They're really beautiful dogs. I haven't seen them a lot in my life. I've only seen like maybe one or two. They're not that common to see, but not like the poodles or the chihuahuas and stuff. But yeah, if you ever seen one, you probably already know that they're really delicate, and they look feminine as well. They're really beautiful dogs. I might draw one actually. Okay, let's do like a kind of side profile sort of thing. Let me just move this out of the way so you can see the dogs. Okay. Let's start off with a circle. Okay. Let me zoom in. And let me just quickly, I like erasing it a bit so that it's not so dark, so I can see what I'm drawing on top of it. And let's draw the directional lines. Okay, add in the toonbox features. A lot of artists like to draw the directional lines to predict where each feature is positioned on the face. I don't. I just use the directional lines so I can guide me to whereabouts the character's looking, and that way I can just judge just from looking at what I'm drawing if I'm placing them correctly or not, the features and stuff. But anyway, that's kind of my thing. All right, now that we added the eyebrows, actually let me give them a little trim. They're a bit too thick. All right. Now we're going to bring out the snouts. Now these type of dogs don't have very big snouts, but they have very pointy type snouts. And curve it up like this. And I'm going to give her a little nose, because like I said before, these type of dogs, they're very delicate looking, and elegant. So I'm going to give her this kind of a type of nose, and leave a shine on top like that. Okay, and let's give her a little smile like so, and bring a tongue in as well and shade it in there. All right, now let me think roughly how they look like. I'm trying to memorize what they look like. So the lip underneath, and they might not actually look exactly like this, but you know, as long as you know kind of what they look like, then you'll get it right. Now this area that I just drew a line going all the way around the eye down to the mouth. All that area is going to be white, because they got like this light, really light snout, and the rest of their body is like dark brown or gingery color. A small little head. Give a nice long neck. Okay, maybe make the mouth a little bit smaller. It's a bit too thick. A bit smaller, I reckon it'll be perfect. Okay, so we'll bring down the neck here, and from this side as well. And these dogs have these really long, dangly ears, like this. Okay, and from the other side as well. It's as if she's like got her hair in pigtails and stuff, and like a, you know. So you kind of like this. All right, there we go. And on this side as well, a bit more, make it more furry. I'm not sure if they have fluffy ears like this, or if they were really thin, floppy ears. I can't remember. But I know Lady and the Tramp, she had ears like this, so we're going to give her ears like this too. So she looks already like a feminine dog. I would add eyelashes, but I think it'll be a bit too much. So I'm going to leave it like this, just as it is. Okay. Scribbles everywhere, nice and rough and messy. That's how I like sketching. Let me just shade in the areas where I told you before that's going to be dark, and the rest of the area is going to be light. So if I was to color this, I'll give the dark areas like a brownish color, and the white area will be more of a light, really light brown, maybe even creamy color, or ivory or something. All right, so there we go. We've got Lady, a lady style type dog. Okay. Now, how about we draw those, what do you call those dogs? The ones that are like, you see them in the movies. They're always the ones that are guarding the warehouse or something. I'm not talking about Alsatians or German Shepherds. I mean those, they're really, really black and slim, and they look really scary. Well, I'm not going to make it scary, but you know what I'm talking about though, yeah? Those guard dogs. I've seen them in many like movies where there's like, I don't know, some warehouse where something's been protected, and the police detectives come in, and they always get chased by these dogs. And these dogs have these massive noses like this. So you see that? I curved it over and down, and then I'm going to curve it around towards the mouth. Okay, like this. Towards the jaw. So this time, I didn't make the snout so nice and neat. Okay. It gives them that kind of like a goofy type snout. The nose this time I've drawn it so that it comes out of the nose a little bit. It pokes out of the nose like that. And when I finish this little drawing here, you're gonna see which dog I was talking about. I've got it in my mind right now, so let me see if I can draw it the way I'm thinking of it. Okay, and let me add some little dots there of where their hairs are and stuff. That's his mouth. Okay, and these dogs, they have like really pointy ears. Really pointy ears. They're like Dobermans, but they're not. I'm not sure they're Dobermans or I can't remember what they're called. I don't think they're Doberman. I think they're bigger than Doberman dogs. But their ears are kind of like this. They point out like this. Really edgy. And, you know. And the other one will be around here somewhere. Like that. Okay. And, yeah. And they have these really long necks and big chests as well. Okay, there we go. Yeah, and they're apparently meant to be really good for guarding stuff, so they must be kind of dangerous. All this is black. They're really, really dark. Really, really dark. There we go. And the face is black as well, but I'm not going to shade it in very dark. That means it's going to blend with the back of his neck and you won't be able to see the character's face. So I was going to probably just gently shade over his face like this. Just imagine this was black. So basically, this is the kind of dog I know that looks like those dogs in the movies. But anyway, besides this, you know that I could take the same face and turn it into a beagle, for example. Okay, because beagles have these massive crooked type noses and stuff as well. So let me just erase this bit here so you can see the edge of his face. Okay, so let me just move this guy out of the way. I'm going to draw the same head again, but this time I'm just going to change. I'm going to tweak. Actually, what I'm going to change is his ears, and you're going to see that he's going to become a beagle just from changing the ears. Watch this. So another circle for the dog's head. We're going to do the directional lines and add the eyes to form the toonbox head. Add some lids there and eyebrows on top. And another eyebrow here. Okay. Now, the snout comes up and then goes down in like that. And once we get to the edge, we will bring it around to the mouth, which comes here. Like that. And add the little nose there as well. Shade it in. Okay. Nice big fat nose. And bring it here for the mouth. Okay. So, now that we've done that, let's add the cheek. Let me clean this up a bit. Okay. Now that we've done that, he's going to need his cheeks. Like so. Little hairdo. And now watch this. We're going to add the ears now. Now beagles have these long dangly ears. Alright. Beagles are hunting dogs, by the way. They've got a very good sense of smell. And they're great for, they were used, and I think they still use them for hunting. But anyway, so look, already just from changing the ear, okay, it changes the dog. And these features, the ears and the noses, are very, very important. So that's how you draw a beagle type dog. All right. Now this whole course is 100% based around the toonbox head, guys. Okay, so once you've mastered the toonbox head, you're gonna be able to draw any type of animal character you can think of. Okay, and maybe even humans too. So yeah, let me just add some shading here as well. Right, now that we've done him, maybe I should talk a bit more about the dog's body. It's kind of similar to the cat's body, the structure of the cat's body, but any four-legged type animal has something in common, okay? But also each animal is kind of different. So I'm going to show you how to draw the body as well. Once I just clean this little guy up. Okay, and then like the nose bit here is a bit too bouncy. There we go. Okay, so we've got our beagle. Okay, let me just move this guy out of the way. How shall I put him? Let's put him in the middle. Let's put him right here. Okay. There we go. Now, the dog's body. The difference between the cat is the cat has a bigger backside than the dogs do. The dogs is kind of the opposite. They have more of a chest than a backside, okay? So we always make the chest circle a bit bigger. Let's connect the two. This dog is going to be looking towards our right. Alright, so curve in that chest like that. And now we draw a circle for the shoulders and we curve it outwards towards the foot like that. And the same thing with this side. We curve it in and then out. The shoulders or the thighs always curve inwards and then the legs come out. The thigh though, however, like this, draw it out like that. Okay. There we go. Right, this isn't 100% accurate. The back leg actually is more pointed outwards, like just like the cats, the ones do. But I just thought maybe if we did it like this, it would be more cooler. Actually, I might actually tweak it a little bit to add the hind legs edging outwards more. So let's say, for example, here we'll bring it in like that. Now, dog's legs are thinner than this, okay, guys? So, but in a cartoon, you can get away with it. Actually, dog's legs are very thin. But anyway, we're gonna give him some muscle. It's a cartoon, remember that. Just like Pluto. Pluto had these big, thick legs. So that's how you draw the dog's body. Let me actually add the neck and the head as well, just a basic head. This is the neck area. It's going to come out like this, and let's have a circle representing the head, and let's add a snout coming like this, and bring it around like that. Okay, and the hair, add the little nose like so, and let's add some eyes. I'm just going to draw a basic dog here, just to tell you that, you know, this is for the body basically. But what's a body without a head? And the ears. Okay, there we go. That's our dog. That's how you draw a dog's body. Okay, or a puppy's body or something. Now from here and onwards, it's up to you how to exaggerate this body, whether you want to give him a belly, or whether you want to give him some really strong chest, lift him up a bit more, shorter legs, taller legs. It's up to you. A thicker neck. Each dog is different, so you can play around with that. Let me put this guy over here to the side. There we go. How about the Scottish Terriers? Do you guys know what the Scottish Terrier is? You should know. It's kind of like, let me show you. Hold on. Let me just draw a circle here. Let's get the toonbox head ready. Directional lines. I'm gonna have him looking downwards, sort of thing. Okay. Now his eyebrows, they're not normal. They're like flaky. They come out of the eye, sort of thing, like this. Okay. All right, and this side as well. They flake out like that. Okay, and his nose is kind of thick. Short, but thick. It's a short dog as well, actually. It's a small dog. But it has a nice thick nose. And he has like these, his lips, they have like these whiskers that just hang and dangle like a moustache. sort of thing, like this. That come in towards the middle of the nose, and it has a little mouth underneath like this. Okay, and his cheeks poke out and come in like this. Okay, and the eyelids there, and he's gonna need a hairdo. And these dogs also have little pointy ears like this, just like so. And they usually come in colors of grey and black and dark brown. That's the kind of colors they come in. And they have these little tiny bodies. So let's draw a little circle for the body and a big one for the backside, because he's going to be sitting. So when they sit, they squash everything down to the backside. And little dogs especially, they have tiny chests. And the little feet or paws. And the other one here, like so. I think I brought the head a bit too close to the body, but we'll see in a sec. And the back leg there as well. Okay. And he's going to need a little tail as well, right? Hold on, let me see this, because I kind of think that his shoulder should be lower. Yeah, I think so. Let me just quickly take this body. If you're using a digital program, then you can do this little quick mending of the drawing very quickly. If you're on paper, then I'm sorry, but you have to erase or somehow. It's good to watch the whole course first before you get started, so at least you know where I've made mistakes and started correcting the characters, and so you don't have to go erasing everything. But I do recommend you learn how to draw with a digital tablet. You're gonna love it. You won't need papers, pencils all the time, and erasers and sharpeners and all that stuff. So, and it's faster to use as well, and fun. So there we go. That's what he looks like. That's what a Scottish Terrier looks like. He's very dark, and he's got like this whitish snout and eyebrows. Okay. There we go. Now, I think that is okay. He's good to go. Yeah. This time, I'm going to draw a really goofy slapstick type character, okay? And I'm going to give him those Odie ears from Garfield, like Odie's ears. Let me give him a nice big round ridiculous face. Let's go for a really ridiculous face, okay? All right, let's just start this. Let's make a circle and directional lines. We don't need them. You just draw the eyes in straight away. Once you get used to drawing the two-box head, you won't need directional lines after that. You just go in straight. Just start drawing it. Okay, now we're gonna give him a little snout, but a big nose like this. A big nose. Okay, there we go. Scribble it on there. All right. And we'll give a nice big round, massive smile. You can tell which characters are going to be the goofy ones, can't you? I gave him, his eyes are a bit bigger than normal as well. A roundish smile, not as thin and dog-like like the others. Now, if I stop the video now, you could turn this into a bear. You can turn it into, right now the way it is, a bear. You can turn it into a mouse, a cat again, a dog. It can go from anywhere just from adding the ears from here onwards, you know. So, but yeah, this kind of snout, you've got many creatures that have it. It's not too big, it's not too short, but it's just chubby. Let's give him nice big cheeks, nice round face. I want a round face. Okay, I might even give him a patch like that. Eyelids, forgot to do the eyelids. Let me just draw in the patch. One patch. Actually, I might give him two patches. Okay, two patches. And the other eyelid. And now the hairdo. Okay, now let's do the OD ears. Now OD's ears, they are really thin, they go up, and then it's got this big fat chunky thing that flops over like this. Okay, so I say do OD's ears, a big round ball like that, and it flops down. Okay, that's quite cool. I will be cleaning up all these pictures right at the end of this video, of this whole course. Okay, I'm gonna be demonstrating how I clean up a picture, a rough sketch, and then I'll show you the final clean-up version of all of them together. And you're gonna also, you should be able to find all the images in the folders as well, in the picture folder in the course as well. So there we go. There's our goofy little character. Actually, I might draw him again, but this time give him a body, and this time just close his mouth. Let's see what he looks like. All right, let me just quickly look at it so I can memorize it. Now let's get started. Round circle, and you can draw your directional lines if you want. Add the eyes and the eyebrows on top like that. Big nose. Okay, the eyelids, and start off with the cheek. Comes out like this and comes round. And this time it's going to give him a smile, but his mouth is going to be closed. Just curve it around there, around to the side of the nose. And let's curve in the cheek. And the other cheek. And then we've got the mouth, the bottom lip of the mouth, like that. Okay. And let's give him some hair. And now all that's left is the OD ears. There we go. You're seeing this pen right now, guys, okay? My cursor looks like a pen. This doesn't come with Sketchbook Pro. If you're asking, I keep getting this message all the time. How do you change your cursor to a pen? It's my recording software. When I set my recording software to record what I'm drawing right now, then I set it into the settings to change the cursor from a crosshair to a pen, just so that you guys can follow easier. Okay, but unfortunately you can't change it into a pen. Alright, so we've got our little character right here, and now all he needs now is a cool little body. So let's give him the same type body as the one we did first, the first character. We've got the chest. We're gonna add the front legs, and the other front. The chest goes here, by the way, and another front leg goes here, and curve it out like so. The other side of the leg, and just give him some floppy feet like this. Many times in cartoons, when it comes to animals, I might not even draw the toes. If they're really, really hairy characters, then I just draw like fur flopping over their feet, and I'll just avoid drawing the toes. Make it more realistic. But it's up to you how you want. If you want to draw toes, and draw the toes and the fingers, whatever you want to do on the paws. Either that, or just draw some strokes to form the fur, just like in the first one, the first dog I just did at the top there on the left. If you look at his back leg, it's kind of furry instead of seeing toes, like his paws sort of thing. So anyway, there you go. That's a little character with his OD ears. Who's a huge Garfield fan? I'm a huge Garfield fan. Jim Davis is a legend, that guy. Anyway, there we go. Let me just move this character out of the way, and I'm saving the best for last. One of my favorite dogs. Actually, my favorite dog is actually the Jack Russell. Ever since I watched the film The Mask, I fell in love with that dog. The cheese, not the keys. Not the keys. Not so hilarious. But this time I'm gonna draw like either like a husky type dog or a Alsatian German Shepherd type dog. They're very, very close, the way they look. So let's see what we could do here. Let's add in the Toonbox eyes like this. Add the pupils. I'm gonna make him. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do a bulldog. Let's do a bulldog. Let's do a cartoon bulldog. And draw. I made him a little bit more frowning type thing. Going there with his eyes and his eyebrows. Alright. Now, bulldogs have short snouts, very close to their face, but they've got big noses. They've got chunky noses. And so in cartoons, we like to exaggerate the nose. So that's what I'm going to do here. Big, big, chunky nose like this. But it's really close to his eyes. He hasn't got really an extruding snout coming out of his face. And let's add the cheek. A big, wide cheek. This is where his upper lip is. And I'm going to make him growl or something. And show some teeth. Oops, hold on. Teeth there. Maybe show some gums as well. There we go. And obviously, because he's growling, he's raised up his lip like that. Okay, so, and on the bottom there as well. Now that we know where his mouth is, let's curve the head all the way around. And that's the bottom part of his lip. And the side of his face. There we go. Mr. Bulldog. It's Spike. Spike from Tom and Jerry. Alright, anyway. And just curve over the head like this. And down to the back. And you've got these pointy, floppy ears that point sort of thing. Like this. They point in a floppy direction. Like that. Okay, so there we go. We've got a bulldog head kind of thing. And then we add the little wrinkle marks underneath the eyelids, shade in the back of the cheek because it's at an angle. Alright, not bad, I like it. Okay, shall we add a body to this guy? Let me bring him down a bit so you can have some space to draw the body. Now, I'm going to draw this kind of a shape like this. Big round shape like that. And you know when they get down to the floor and then they raise their back legs up, they get ready to leap sort of thing. That's the kind of thing I want to go for. Draw the little paws. And this side as well. Just draw the shape and then just add the details like that. And the back leg. Now I'm going to give this one a belly. So if you see the bottom part of his body is curved. And I want his leg to be behind the belly. Okay. Just like so. Let me just move him out of the way so I can draw the tail as well. There will do. Okay, like that. There we go. We've got a bulldog. Let's add a nice little big collar actually. A big collar. Now, usually bulldogs have these like spikes coming out of their collars as well, but that's too much hassle right now. You just want to see how to draw the dog. So look, already we have, you know, we can draw different sized dogs from the same toonbox head. All you're doing is just molding around it. But the philosophy is still the same in all the different types of characters I will create using the toonbox head. Okay, where am I going to put this guy? So put him here, behind the logo. Okay. Maybe up here. I might have to rearrange everybody. Hold on a sec. Let me see what I can do here. Let me see. Let me put this little guy more close to this one. Let me put this little guy. Bear with me one sec, guys. I need to make some space because the next one I'm going to do is going to be a big dog, and I need some space to draw him. I just need to put this bulldog out of the way. Let me put him all the way up here. There we go. Okay. Let me just see if he's not hidden. Okay, perfect. Alright. Now that we've got space, let's draw this type of canine, Alsatian, German Shepherd, Husky type dog. They're like part of the same type family. Okay, so they look alike. They're all part of the wolf type look. Yeah. So I think I'll just There we go. All right. So draw a circle. Let's zoom in here. And pardon me. Let's draw the directional lines and add in the Toon Book's eyes. I'm going to make him looking towards the right. Like this. Okay. Let's add the eyelids. The wrinkle marks underneath to form the bottom lid. And let's add now the eyebrows. Now, Huskies, Alsatians, German Shepherd dogs, you know, they have these eyebrows that you think they're always like kind of sad looking, as if like they're, I don't know, whenever I see their eyebrows, that's the impression I get, that they look like they're sad or something, or upset. So whether they're happy or not, they have the same eyebrow expression, which kind of goes like this, yeah? They have a long snout. Long snout. It comes down like this. And let me add in the nose. I'm going to give him some nostrils as well, like this. There we go. I gave the guy some nostrils. And okay, darken this area for some reason. I just want to do that. And bring out the side of the cheek. Okay. And this time, I'm going to bring down the bottom lip like this and curve it in. And then from the center, come down, round, and then bring it all the way back towards his cheek. Okay? That's the kind of snouts they have. If you own a dog like this, then you should know what I'm talking about. He's smiling, so let's raise the cheek up like that towards the eye. And let's start forming the mouth. He's going to be opening his mouth around here somewhere. And bring it all the way round and up towards where the upper lip smiling crease there is. Okay, they have these teeth like this. Let me just erase that so you can see it clearly. Okay, I'm going to make his tongue hanging down as well. They always, actually usually have their tongues flopping down from the side of the mouth instead of through the middle. But yeah, okay, we've added a tongue. Let's clean this up for you guys so you can see it clearer. There we go. And the bottom lip here like this. Let me get rid of that so you can see the tongue. All right, now they have really furry cheeks, okay, flake out like that, all the way down to the mouth like this, really furry. Okay, make this one a bit more furry, a lot of volume in their hair. Give a nice little hairdo, and their ears are pointy, similar to cat type ears, like this. Let me just quickly do that properly. There we go. And curve it round like that. I might erase this bit here so you can see it clearer. There you go. And let me add some hair in the middle, some fluff. And then the other ear pointing around here somewhere. Okay. And some hair. There we go. Lovely. See, already starting to look like those big canine dogs. And they have, a lot of people say that they don't have manes, but I always see them look like manes and stuff for some reason. Like that, especially Huskies. Let's give me a nice furry mane. That's it. Okay. And then I don't think I'll have space to do the whole body, guys, but whatever I can fit in. But you should have understood how to do the basic bodies now. But just demonstrating, it's just all you got to do is just make it a bigger version, just like the one I did on the left hand side. And let's bring his back in like that, and his chest, nice big chest like this. Curve it up towards this little backside like that. Now normally he's actually quite longer than this, it's just that I don't have any space. Anyway, his legs coming down like this. That's his front leg. And let's have his paw hanging like that. Okay. Shade it in. And they have this like little beauty spot. I don't know if you noticed that, but they usually have that kind of beauty spot on their hair, on their face. Anyway, and the back leg comes in like this, down. But the main thing was just to show you how to draw the face. You can work out the body. There we go. And they have a really long tail, but I have no space to do it. So anyway, guys, that's that. That's how we basically take the basic Toonbox head and turn it into dogs. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this part. Now we're gonna head over to the farm.